Good morning, class. Today we are going to continue chapter number 8. How do organisms reproduce? Okay, in this class, we are going to learn the reproductive structure or the reproductive system of male as well as female. First, let us discuss about reproductive system of male reproductive system. The male reproductive organ is a pair of testes. So, this one is a testis. Here, this is one side view. So you can see only one testis. So testis, it is present in pairs. So there are two testes present at either side. What is its main function? Testis is one of the gonad. Testis is a male gonad, produces gametes, that is sperm or sex cell. They produce a male sex cells called sperms and also produce, along with sex cells, it also produce male sex hormone called testosterone. Total hormones produced by testes, whatever it is, either it may be one or two or three, total hormones of testes. The hormones which are released by testes are together called testosterone. So what is testosterone? Male hormones. Let us go to next slide. So look at this picture. This is testis, and above the testis you can see a seminal vesicle. Testis is present in scrotal sac. It is a sac-like structure or a membrane which covers the testis. Actually, testis is present at the abdomen. It is not present inside the body. It is present in abdomen. Why? Because body temperature is more, but testis requires less temperature. Why? Because sperms require very less temperature to survive or to activate. So active sperms or development of sperms requires less temperature. That is why testis is descendant or present outside the body. I mean in the abdominal region within scrotum sacs. This is epididymis. Above the testis, you can see epididymis, and this is penis, common passage. Urethra, inside penis, exactly at the center. Can you see this tube-like structure? This is called urethra. Urethra is a common passage of both sperms as well as urine. I repeat, urethra. See, this is urethra. It's an opening. It's a common passage or common opening for both sperms as well as what? Yeah, urine. See, this is urinary bladder through which urine enters into urethra and it is emitted outside. Yeah, as I told you, this is urinary bladder where urine is collected or temporarily stored, and through the urinary bladder, urine enters into the urethra like this and it is emitted out. And even sperms, can you see the sperm duct? This is sperm duct. See, vasa deferens. See, from here, testis produces sperms from the from the seminal vesicle. See here testis, vasa. This is epididymis and vasa efferens. This is called efferens. The pipe which is going up is vasa efferens and the duct which is coming down is vasa deferens. So through the vasa efferens, sperms will move up, and from there, see, like this, sperms will move up and see, through this pipe, it will come down again. This is called sperm duct. Sperm duct as well as urine duct fuse together and releases its content into the urethra. Urethra is a common passage through which sperms as well as urine is released out. Yeah, this is about male reproductive system. You just listen, you just learn these things, it's enough. A pair of testes present in scrotum sac outside the body. Why? Because why it is present outside the body in the abdomen? To maintain temperature, to maintain less temperature. Body temperature is more. So what is the temperature required for testes then? It's 2 to 4 degree. That's all. Just like a refrigerator. 4 degree is enough. No, compared to body temperature, 2 to 4 degree will be less. What is the body temperature? So compared to that, here testes maintain less than that, less than body temperature, 2 to 4 degrees less. lesser than the body temperature. This is about male reproductive system. One pair of testes, above that seminal vesicle, and this is vasa efferens. And after that, sperms are collected in sperm duct as well as urinary bladder. See, this is urinary bladder, urinary duct as well as sperm duct fuse together to form a common passage called urethra. Urethra opens out and releases both sperm as well as urine, but not together, but separately. But it's a common passage. Next, let us learn about the parts now. The main male reproductive organs. The main reproductive organ in male is a pair of testes. They are present in scrotal sacs outside the body and contain seminiferous tubules as the structural and functional unit. Inside the testes, there should be cells, right? So here, the cells of a kidney are commonly called seminiferous tubules. Seminiferous tubules are the structural and functional units of, yes, testes. Male sex cells called sperms are produced by seminiferous tubules. What are the functions of seminiferous tubules? To produce sperms, and their sperms are matured in the epididymis. I shown you the picture above the testes. You can see the epididymis. It is a place where sperms are matured. Sperms are produced in seminiferous tubules but matured in epididymis. Leydig cells or interstitial cells are the cells present between the seminiferous tubules. Just imagine the tubes. Between the tubes, you can see Leydig cells or interstitial cells. Actually, its function is it just secretes the hormone testosterone. So, sperm production takes place through seminiferous tubules and hormone production takes place through Leydig cells or interstitial cells. Next, male accessory reproductive organs. Other than testes, there are accessory reproductive organs in males. Let us see what are those. Several accessory organs or reproductive organs that aid in the reproductive process are prostate gland, seminal vesicles. These two are the glands of reproductive system which make semen and nourish the sperms. I will show you the picture where exactly the prostate gland and seminal vesicles are. What is the function of prostate gland and seminal vesicle? Prostate gland, it produces a lubricant. Seminal vesicle nourishes the sperm. See, this is seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle nourishes the sperm. This is prostate gland, a small pink color like structure here. Yeah, exactly you can see. It produces lubricant. Here, the substance is milky white in color called semen is produced by prostate gland. Next, penis having urethra passing through it called copulatory organ. Penis is also called copulatory organ. Exactly at the center, it possesses urethra, which is a common passage of both urine as well as semen or sperms. What is the difference between semen and sperm? Sperm along with lubricant or fluid is nothing but semen. Next, male ducts. In males, the vasa deferens and urethra are the main ducts. Urethra, you know, vasa deferens in the sense, the sperm duct which carries the sperms. A single vasa deferens carries sperms from respective testes to the urethra. Urethra acts as a common passage for semen and urine. Next, female reproductive system. Yeah, look at this picture. This is female reproductive system, very, very important. See, this is uterus. This is oviduct. How many oviducts are there? Two. Left oviduct and right oviduct. This is left. This is right. Mirror image. This is uterus. Only one uterus. And these are ovary. How many ovaries are there? Look at here. It is a little bit pinkish in color. See. How many are there? One pair. So each and every 28 days once, 28 days once, ovary release ova. Ovary release ova 28 days once. See, next to the uterus, you can see cervix. This is called vagina. So if you go from down, you first what you can see vagina and then cervix and then uterus, next oviduct, our fallopian tube, and this is ovary. These two are ovaries. This is fallopian tube or oviduct, uterus, cervix, vagina. Yeah, let me explain the structure now. Female main reproductive organ. Female is one of the main reproductive organ. The main reproductive organ in a female is a pair of ovaries. What are the main reproductive organs of female? It's a pair of ovaries. How many ovaries we have seen in that picture? Yes, two or one pair of ovaries. They produce the female sex cells. What is its function? To produce sex cells or gametes called eggs or ova, and also produces a hormones called estrogen and progesterone. In males, the hormones are called testosterone, androgen, and testosterone. Here, estrogen and progesterone. See the suffix? In males, it's androgen. In females, it's estrogen. Gen is a suffix, common for both. In male, testosterone. Sterone. Here, in females, progesterone. Sterone is a suffix. Female accessory reproductive organs are the main reproductive organs are ovaries. Accessory, other or secondary reproductive organs are uterus I shown you in the picture, vagina, uterus and vagina. What is uterus? What is the function of uterus? The uterus is a site of fetal development. Once fertilization, after copulation, what will happen? Male and female gamete fuse it together or fertilize it together and form a zygote and develops into fetus, right? So this fetus development of this fetus takes place in vagina. Sorry, development of fetus takes place in uterus. Sorry, I repeat, development of fetus takes place in the uterus. And what is the function of vagina? It receives the sperms from the male. What is menstrual cycle or what is menstruation? Let us see now. Menstruation is a cyclic event of the release of ovum from the ovary and its removal from the body when fertilization does not happen. So, I will explain you the structure. See, when sperms are released in the vagina, cervix received it, and after that sperms reaches the ova. Ova will be here itself in fallopian tubes. When ovary releases the ova comes here. Here fertilization of male as well as female gamete takes place. Sperms are received by vagina. These sperms are swim towards fallopian tube or oviduct. Here ova, which is released by ovary, will comes here and fuses with sperm. I repeat, this is uterus, cervix, vagina. When male sperms are received, cervix receives the sperms and sperms will swim and move towards the fallopian tube. Here it is a place where egg is released by the ovary. Ovary, when releases the egg comes through this way, and here it is a place, fallopian tube is a place where fertilization of male and female gamete, that is ova and sperm, takes place. After the fertilization, what will happen? Zygote formation takes place. After zygote formation, the fetus development, the fetus attachment takes place here, either here, yeah, exactly here, not here, don't be confused, here. Fetal development takes place here in this point. So uterus is a place where fetus development takes place. So what will happen if sperms are not fertilized with ova? When sperms are not fertilized with ova, then there is no use of ova or egg. So it will be ruptured and becomes unwanted material called corpus luteum. Actually, corpus luteum releases hormones. It is not unwanted. Corpus luteum is a ruptured egg or ova, releases hormones. And then what is meant by menstrual cycle? Each and every month, 28 days once, ovary releases ova, right? So when ovary releases ova, if it is fertilized, then it will be developed into a fetus. If it is not fertilized, egg will be ruptured and becomes corpus luteum and releases hormones. Then what about menstrual cycle? Menstrual cycle in the sense discharge of blood. what exactly the discharging? How, what happens? I will tell you what will happen. See, uterus, each and every month, uterus will be ready to receive the fetus. How? By developing, see, by developing thickness, by developing so many layers called endometrium. What is endometrium? Thickening of uterus by depositing different layers. Here, uterus will become thick by forming different layers of endometrium. When egg is not fertilized, then there is no use of this endometrium. Actually, endometrium acts as a bed, or it provides nourishment as well as a path. It helps for the attachment of fetus to the uterus. So there is no use now. There is no use of endometrium. That is why this endometrium will shed off. It will cut off. So that cut off or that sheds of endometrium is nothing but a menstrual cycle or menstruation. Menstruation. Menstrual cycle in the sense the release of egg from the ovary every 28 days once. Menstruation in the sense the rupture of endometrium and releasing out of its contents called menstruation. Menstruation happens only when egg is not fertilized. Next, during menstruation, the what will happen? The blood-rich endometrium of the uterus, the blood-rich endometrium of the uterus breaks down while the ovum is being removed from the body. Two pituitary hormones called pituitary hormones in the sense pituitary gland which is present in brain releases two hormones. What are those? LH and FSH. LH in the sense luteinizing hormone, FSH follicle stimulating hormone, and two ovarian hormones, that is estrogen and progesterone, all have their roles in menstruation. So all these hormones are responsible for menstruation. In humans, the cycle repeats every 28 days once. Fertilization takes place after that, and if fertilization takes place, that leads to human reproduction. I mean the development of baby as well as deliver or labor of a baby. Humans reproduce sexually. There is no asexual reproduction for humans. There is only asexual reproduction in humans. The male produces sperms and female produces eggs. When the sperm fuses with the egg, it forms single cell called zygote. Zygote is a single cell. Why? Because egg is one cell, sperm is one cell. When they fuse together, there should be two cells, right? Then how come the zygote is one cell? Any idea? I'll tell you now. Here, sperm, it releases only its nucleus, but not the whole cell, whole sperm enters into the egg. Egg is one cell, sperm is one cell, right? Here, egg receives only nucleus of the sperm, but not the whole sperm. That is why zygote consists of only one cell and two nuclei. Here, two nuclei fuses. When it fuses, it forms a zygote, and now it is called zygote. This zygote again and again divides. Mitotic division takes place in zygote and leads to fetal development or progeny, new progeny. Next, contraceptive method. Important question, repeatedly asked question. What is mean by contraceptive method? Contraceptive method in the sense, it is one of the method which is used to, how can I say, yeah, contraceptive methods in the sense, the methods which are used not to conceive or not to fertilize egg with sperm. So, how to avoid fertilization of egg and sperm? Let us see. In this class, now we are going to learn about contraceptive methods and even reproductive health. Reproductive health in the sense, reproductive health deals with the prevention of STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. If there are few diseases which can be transmitted from one person to another person when they are in sexual contact, and unwanted pregnancies. So to understand this reproductive system is very, very important. It's a part of reproductive health. So we should know how to maintain hygiene and how to maintain reproductive health. So let us see. By using contraceptives, we can avoid pregnancy or fusion of male and female gametes. How it is, let's see now. Contraceptives, in the sense, these are the devices. Contraceptives are the devices that prevent unwanted pregnancy and help avoid STDs. Even it helps transfer of sexually transmitted disease. It avoids the STDs like gonorrhea, syphilis. So from the infected person, if the infected person uh, contact with a healthy person, sexually contacts with a healthy person, he will transfer that disease to the sexually contacted person. So it should be avoided. How? By using contraceptives or devices. Contraceptives can be of various types. Example, there are mechanical barriers or physically used, or there are hormonal or chemical methods. Example, pills or tablets. There are surgical methods too. So contraceptives are classified into three types. One is mechanical or physical, hormonal or chemical, and finally surgical. Okay. Interrupts. Coitus interrupts in the sense sexual contact interrupts. So during the release of sperms or semen, the reproductive organ should be removed out of the female body. So this is coitus interrupts. It is a very unreliable contraceptive method where the coitus is stopped before the male ejaculates inside a female reproductive tract. Rhythm method. Rhythm method in the sense it is another unreliable method of contraception where the coitus is avoided when the female is fertile and the chances of fertilization are very high. So, rhythm method in the sense there is a particular date in which the fertilization rate is very high. At that time, sexual contact should be avoided and less fertilization chances. During that time, uh, they can follow or a person can do asexual contact. Next, condoms. It is one of the physical barrier, one of the most effective contraception, a mechanical barrier that stops the semen from entering the female tract and prevents pregnancy. Here, condoms, it won't allow the sperms to enter into the female body, used by males. It is also provides the possibility of contracting or contacting sexually transmitted diseases. Why? Because as the male reproductive part cannot enter into the female body, there is no such a harm. Next, diaphragms. Diaphragms are the barriers, again physical, that can be added inside the female reproductive tract. Here, condoms are used by males, whereas diaphragms are used by females. They stop the entry of semen again inside the female tract and thus prevents the pregnancy. Next, contraceptive pills. Contraceptive pills are the chemical methods of contraception. Here, these pills, there are few pills or chemicals which kills the sperms. They change the hormones. They change the level of hormones. Thereby, it can avoid the pregnancy. They change the level of hormones in the body that prevents the release of the ovum from the ovaries. Next, emergency pill. Emergency pills are those pills which can be taken after coitus to avoid pregnancy. They quickly change the level of hormones in the body and prevents a successful implantation even if eggs gets fertilized. What will happen sometimes if a person cannot follow the rules, like if he has not used any contraceptives, if a female feels she got fertilized or she got fertilized, then she can take emergency pill. This emergency pill doesn't allow the implantation or attachment of the zygote in ovary. Next, IUD in the sense repeatedly asked question, intrauterine devices. As the name indicates, these devices are installed in uterus. IUD stands for intrauterine device. They can be used for a couple of years. It is a device that is inserted into the uterus, changing its shape and preventing the successful implantation of a zygote. Example, copper T. Copper T. Sterilization. As you know, what is meant by sterilization? Complete lacking. It is one of the surgical method of going permanently sterile. This can be done both in males as well as females. If it is done in males, then it is called vasectomy. If it is done in female, then it is called tubal ligation. So vasectomy. Here, vasectomy in the sense, vasa difference, vasa difference, right? Here, the sperm duct is cut and tied. The sperm duct is cut and tied in males. In tubectomy, the ovarian tube or oviduct is cut and tied. So here tubal ligation, and here it is called vasectomy in males. Now let us study about reproduction in plants in the next class. Thank you. Go through this video. If you have any doubts, ask me in the next class. Thank you.